I'd like to call the regular meeting of Yuba City Council, December 5th, 2017, to order. Roll call.
Mayor Cleveland.
Here.
Vice Mayor Didmal.
Here.
Councilmember Buckland.
Here.
Councilmember Cardoza.
Here.
Councilmember Harris.
Here. Okay, the invocation will be in tandem with Pastor Greg Mansour and Gianni Sahib Singh. Posting the colors will be announced by who is going to be doing it by Sergeant Dennis Hauk. And Pledge of Allegiance to the flag will be by Ariana Saij Didbal Khan. And then the national anthem will be performed by Kyra Aldridge. So, in that order, we will begin.
Shall we pray? Gracious Heavenly Father, maker of heaven and earth, we come before you this evening to ask your blessing on our new mayor, Preet Didbal. Your word tells us that all authority comes from and is ordained by you. We recognize your hand on Mayor Didbal's life, and we thank you for her. From her very humble beginnings to her rise in public service, she has selflessly and sacrificially given to our community. She has labored in our orchards, in local business, and in our public square, seeking the betterment of our neighbors, our families, and our friends. Thank you, Lord, for this great nation, the United States of America, and all who serve at the national, state, and local level. We recognize our great need, and we confess our many shortcomings. Bless our military personnel and their families who serve to defend freedom here and abroad. We acknowledge the historic nature of this evening, and we are both humbled and proud. Yuba City is not just a place on the map, Lord, it is our home. And as you love this world, you love this city, as we all do. Thank you for those who serve us, our city council members, our county supervisors, our police officers, firefighters, and other first responders. Watch over them and protect them and their families, dear God. As Mayor Didbal begins her term, may you grant her the knowledge to understand, the wisdom to lead, the discernment to guide, and the strength to endure. Protect her, dear Lord. Protect her mother. Protect her daughter. Bless and watch over her family as they begin this new adventure together. And may we, the citizens of this community, support our new mayor in our thoughts and our prayers and our actions. There is so much to be done, and I pray that this moment will unite us under her leadership and direction. Finally, in the name of Jesus, I offer these holy words. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Amen. God bless you.
ਬੋਲਣਾ ਜੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਇੱਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਭਗਵਤੀ ਜੀ ਸਹਾਇ ਵਾਰ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਭਗਵਤੀ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਦਸਵੀਂ ਪ੍ਰਥਮ ਭਗਵਤੀ ਸਿਮਰ ਕੈ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਲਈ ਤੇ ਆਏ ਫਿਰ ਅੰਗਦ ਗੁਰੂ ਤੇ ਅਮਰਦਾਸ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਹੈ ਹੋਈ ਸਹਾਇ ਅਰਜਨ ਹਰ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿਮਰੋ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਹਰਾਏ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਹਰਿ ਕ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਨ ਧਿਆਈਐ ਜਿਸ ਜਿੱਠੇ ਸਭ ਦੁਖ ਜਾਏ ਤੇਗ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਸਿਮਰਿਆ ਘਰ ਨਾਉਨੇ ਦੇ ਆਵੈ ਧਾਈ ਸਭ ਥਾਈ ਹੋਈ ਸਹਾਇ ਦਸਵੇਂ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਗੁਰੂ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਸਭ ਥਾਈ ਹੋਏ ਸਹਾਇ ਦਸਾਂ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹੀਆਂ ਦੀ ਜੋਤ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਪਾਠ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਦੀਦਾਰ ਦਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਧਰ ਕੇ ਬੋਲੋ ਜੀ। ਪੰਜਾਂ ਪਿਆਰਿਆਂ ਚੋਂ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦਿਆਂ 40 ਮੁਕਤੀਆਂ ਹੱਟੀਆਂ ਜਪੀਆਂ ਤਪੀਆਂ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਿਆ ਵੰਡ ਕੇ ਛਕਿਆ ਦੇਗ ਚਲਾਈ ਤੇਗ ਵਾਹੀ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ ਅਨੇ ਡਿਠ ਕੀਤਾ ਤਿਨਾਂ ਪਿਆਰਿਆਂ ਸਚਿਆਰਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਕਮਾਈ ਦਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਧਰ ਕੇ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜੀ ਬੋਲੋ ਜੀ। ਪੰਜਾਂ ਤਖਤਾਂ ਸਰਬੱਤ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਧਰ ਕੇ ਬੋਲੋ ਜੀ। ਪ੍ਰਥਮੈ ਸਰਬੱਤ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਹੈ ਜੀ ਸਰਬੱਤ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜੀ ਕੋ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਨਾਮ ਚਿਤੇ ਆਵੈ ਚਿਤੇ ਆਵਨ ਕਾ ਸਦਕਾ ਸਰਬ ਸੁਖ ਹੋਏ ਜਹਾਂ ਜਹਾਂ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਤਹਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਰਛਿਆ ਰਿਆ ਦੇਖ ਤੇਗ ਫਤਿਹ ਬਿਰਦ ਕੀ ਪੈਜ ਪੰਥ ਕੀ ਜੀ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਸਹਾਇ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜੀ ਕੇ ਬੋਲ ਬਾਲੇ ਬੋਲੋ ਜੀ। ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਦਾਨ ਕੇਸ ਦਾਨ ਰਹਿਤ ਦਾਨ ਵਿਵੇਕ ਦਾਨ ਵਿਸਾਹ ਦਾਨ ਭਰੋਸਾ ਦਾਨ ਦਾਨਾ ਸਿਰ ਦਾਨ ਨਾਮ ਦਾਨ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤਸਰ ਜੀ ਕੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਇਸ਼ਨਾਨ ਚੌਂਕੀਆਂ ਝੰਡੇ ਬੁੰਗੇ ਜੁਗ ਹੋ ਜੁਗ ਅਟਲ ਧਰਮ ਕਾ ਜੈਕਾਰ ਬੋਲੋ ਜੀ। ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦਾ ਮਨ ਨੀਵਾ ਮਤ ਉੱਚੀ ਮਤ ਦਾ ਰਾਖਾ ਆਪ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਹੈ ਨਿਮਾਣਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਮਾਨ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਨਿਤਾਣਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਤਾਣ ਨਿਓਟਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਓਟ ਹਾਜ਼ਰਾ ਹਜੂਰ ਜਹਰਾ ਜਹੂਰ ਹਾਜ਼ਰ ਨਾਜ਼ਰ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀਓ। ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ ਆਪ ਜੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਸਿਰ ਤੇ ਮਿਹਰਾਂ ਭਰੇ ਹੱਥ ਰੱਖ ਕੇ ਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਡਡਵਾਲ ਨੂੰ ਇਸ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਦੇ ਮੇਅਰ ਹੋਣ ਦਾ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਆਪ ਜੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਪਦਵੀ ਬਖਸ਼ੀ ਹੈ। ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਨੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਇਸ ਬੇਟੀ ਦੇ ਸਿਰ ਤੇ ਮਿਹਰਾਂ ਭਰੇ ਹੱਥ ਰੱਖ ਕੇ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਨਿਵਾਸੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਭਲੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਤੇ ਸਰਬੱਤ ਦੇ ਭਲੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਇਸ ਬੱਚੀ ਦੇ ਸਿਰ ਤੇ ਮਿਹਰਾਂ ਭਰੇ ਹੱਥ ਰੱਖ ਕੇ ਕਾਰਜ ਆਪ ਕਰਾਉਣੇ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਨਿਵਾਸੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਸੀ ਪਿਆਰ ਇਤਫਾਕ ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਕਲਾ ਬਖਸ਼ਣੀ। ਆਉਣ ਵਾਲਾ ਸਮਾਂ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਨਿਵਾਸੀਆਂ ਦਾ ਖੁਸ਼ੀਆਂ ਭਰਿਆ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਉਣਾ। ਸੁਖ ਹੋਵੇ ਨਾਮ ਚਿੱਤੇ ਆਵੇ ਨਾਨਕ ਨਾਮ ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਕਲਾ ਤੇਰੇ ਭਾਣੇ ਸਰਬੱਤ ਦਾ ਭਲਾ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਬੋਲੇ ਸੋ ਨਿਹਾਲ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
Remain standing for posting of the colors by Girl Scout Troop 2565. Stay standing for the Pledge of Allegiance led by Ariana Khan.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty, justice for all.
Please stay standing for the national anthem sung by Kyra Aldridge.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good clean one. You may be seated. Thank you. Oh, that's right. Forgot to bring them back. I forgot get a girl. That's okay. Let's go back first. It is public communication. You are welcome and encouraged to participate in this meeting. Public comment is taken on items listed on the agenda when they are called. Public comment on items not listed on the agenda will be heard at this time. Comments on controversial items may be limited, and large groups are encouraged to select representatives to express the opinions of the group. Were there any written requests?
There were none received.
Thank you very much. Appearance of interest in its citizens. Members of the public may address the City Council on items of interest that are within the city's jurisdiction. Individuals addressing general comments are encouraged to limit their statements to 3 minutes. Are there any at this time? Seeing none in the public wishing to get up and speak? Okay. Please go up and state your name. At the podium. You have 3 minutes, sir.
My name is Kevin Walters. I live at 448 Emerson Avenue, Yuba City, California. Well, I'm gonna go real quick. There's before I came here 6 years ago, there was 30 states with unsafe nuclear levels, and with all the flooding, I'm pretty sure that the nuclear levels have reached the water supply, and it's causing a cancer epidemic. Now, there's solutions for this. We already paid for it twice to be contained, the nuclear waste, in our taxes and our PG&E bills. And it hasn't been contained. The solution was to put it all into a mountain in Nevada. The mountain can only hold 80,000 tons. There's way more than 86,000 tons. So that's not going to work. The other solution was to build a containment on each site, which would be $1.5 million. There is other solutions. Somebody has came up with a mini reactor that is, meltdown proof. There's a mini reactor that's meltdown proof that you can put on every site that will reduce the nuclear waste by 3/4. And with the remaining, you can stuff it in that mountain. Then we should move away from nuclear energy. We should have never went to it. Coal was our #1 resource. There was no problem with coal energy except for the million cars of CO2 gases it would produce each day. To reduce that, you make it smokeless smokestacks on the coal energy plants. They say if you divert the coal energy smog to hard-to-reach coal mines or used-up coal mines, it'll make it sweat and make petroleum. So you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You're not polluting, and you're making gasoline. I've given a lot of other solutions to the city and Sacramento on making energy. We're a really advanced now society. Every building should be energy efficient with just solar. We have solar siding, solar roofing, solar water wells that go down 420 feet. So there's lots of solutions right there for the energy problem, the energy thing that we're in right now. Also, there's 3 plants that have over 73 cures for cancer, and 2 of them are illegal in California. 0 of the cures are being used in the hospitals. Since it is becoming a cancer epidemic, I'm seeing that the life expectancy for women that enter a hospital is between 34 and 64. So it's pretty scary what's going on out there right now. I mean, I didn't mean to break up this little event and stuff going on, but I'm noticing that nothing's being done about these situations and stuff in our current government. So that's why I'm kind of asking for the affirmative referendum to be put on the ballot so that we can start dealing with these problems that we already paid for. Okay. Thank you.
I will make comment that I think the majority of those items brought forward were of little or no, not within the city's jurisdiction. So just make that comment. We were very lenient on that. Okay, moving on to business of the City Council. I guess it's comments from outgoing mayor. So I guess I get to, as John said last year, use the next 3 hours to take up some time. There are, as they know, bathrooms right back here and there, and also in the main building if you have necessary need. Sorry, I just have to springboard off of last year. He's the comedian, so he gets it. So what I have here is I must start by saying that 2017 has been a very eventful and interesting year for this council and the people of Yuba City. It has been my privilege and honor to serve as mayor for the Yuba City citizens and to work on a team with 4 of the most dedicated and amazing council members in the history of Yuba City. Their vision and ideas have moved this city higher in its greatness, and I can truly say that. I also want to say thank you to the staff and the employees that serve faithfully in everyday operations and that rise to the challenge of crisis events with vigorous professionalism unparalleled in our region. That occurred this year, and by experience now we know how good they are and dedicated. During 2017, I served on many local, state committees and boards, starting with Sutter Butte Flood Control Agency, which is a critical one for us in this area for flood protection. This organization right now, it was where phenomenal progress has been made to complete our local levee flood protection project. I think it's upwards of $330 million right now, with another 60 to 80 million on its way to hopefully finish another section in the lower below Yuba City. I served on the Yuba City Screening Committee, Gilsizer Drainage District, the Redevelopment Agents Oversight Board from when the governor removed redevelopment agencies, the Feather River Air Quality Management District. Some of you farmers know about that, that group. The Regional Water Authority, which this agency was very active legislatively this year due to the recent drought and then all of a sudden the recent flood issues. So it's from the time that we don't have water to the time we do have water that agency has a lot to do. And so that one actually kept me a little on the busy side this year. And I recently joined the Mosquito Vector Board. I also serve as an alternate on 3 other local commissions and boards that when members are not able to be there, I fill in and make sure that we're well represented in those. It was a privilege to serve also a second term on the statewide League of California Cities Environmental Quality Committee and as a board member of the Sacramento Valley Division of the League of California Cities. And as it turns out, I just found out that I was reappointed by the current president to serve a 3rd term on both the statewide positions. Now, I had this long list taped together of comments. There's a lot more on there of what occurred this year. A lot of wonderful things pertaining to the goals and priorities that we had. I can say we are moving very well forward with those. But I've decided only to say a few more things that must be said. No, that was my 3 hours. Actually, only about 30 more minutes, and I just couldn't do that. I'd bore myself. In February, this community experienced an event that should never have occurred. The citizens and local public agencies did the absolute best they could, given the impossible timeline to evacuate. 180,000 people plus in 1 hour. Just not going to happen. So we had the gridlock. The Oroville emergency spillway failure and the evacuation was definitely a wake-up call to the citizens, local, state, and federal governments of the inadequate accountability on reporting, maintaining, and repair of aging infrastructure. That is being well dealt with now. I'm on a committee dealing with the impacts in the riverway downstream having to do with sedimentation. But as a result, we will now have a new spillway system and a new operations decision process to go with some of the best levees in the nation. So we will be ahead of just about everywhere in the nation on our flood protection and operational processes. So A bad thing can come out good if you press forward and ensure that we are well listened to. Now, enough with reminiscing. History will tell the story, the rest of the story. I have endeavored to do my best to fulfill the expectations and duties as the mayor of 2017, mayor of Yuba City. My last thank you is to my wonderful wife, sitting here in the front, Becky, for support, patience with me during my term as mayor. Thank you, dear. Appreciate it. Thank you. I guess it's now presentations of two outgoing mayor. Me. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
All right. Well, thank you, Mayor Cleveland, for all of the work that you've done for us and led us. Appreciate it very, very much.
It's on, but you gotta get closer. It's on.
It's really close. Okay. So we have a proclamation here for you. As mayor of 2016 to 2017, I would like to congratulate you, Mayor Cleveland, for a very successful year as our mayor. Stan served on 10 local boards and commissions, as well as being a board member for the League of California Cities Environmental Quality Committee. In February this year, we experienced a large-scale evacuation because of the anticipated failure of the Oroville Dam emergency spillway. Luckily, the collapse never occurred, but the main spillway suffered significant damage, as well as erosion downstream. The reconstruction of Oroville's Dam flood control spillway is occurring in 3 phases and is likely to cost as much as $500 million. We have had an impressive record for 2016 to 2017 term addressing council priorities, and those include public safety, developing our economy, maintaining and improving our infrastructure, developing our organization, preparing growth, and enhancing our image and reputation.
You already had it all covered.
You did more. Priorities include, but are not limited to, awarding the contract for the construction of the new 5th Street Bridge, advancing the Bridge Street widening project to coincide with the 5th Street Bridge construction project. Yes.
That was a great one.
That's awesome. Continuing to move forward with the Bogue-Stewart master plan, authorizing the update of the city waters master plan. And then we have several other things in between, but I'm going to point out some of the other big ones here. Continuing the success to annex South Yuba City to consolidate and provide urban level police services to all of the Yuba City residents. A lot. Initiating the competitive bidding process for providing solid waste and recycling services to the residents of Yuba City. Supporting the bi-county homeless services efforts in the Yuba and Sutter counties. Adopting a fireworks ordinance to mitigate the noise and hazard of illegal fireworks being discharged. That one was a big one. Purchasing a new fire engine and the fire rescue unit. Authorizing a community policing coordinator position and 2 additional community service officers. Issuing clean and renewable energy bonds resulting in $550,000 in savings. Refunding the 2011 water renewable bonds resulting in $1 million in savings. and focusing on the city's Clean and Safe initiative by concentrating on blight removal and code enforcement. So thank you. We also received recognition and awards this year, including the Government Finance Officers Association Award for Excellence in Budgeting and the equivalent award for the California Society of Municipal Finance Officers, the Government Finance Officers Association Certificate of Achievements for Excellence in Financial Reporting, and the redesignation as the Tree City USA Community. Now, it is resolved that I, Preet Didball, as Vice Mayor of City of Yuba City, on behalf of our City Council, do hereby recognize Stan Cleveland Jr. for his commitment and contribution to the City of Yuba City, done on the 5th day of December, 2017, City of Yuba City, County of Sutter. We have a couple of things here. We have here the 5th Street Replacement Bridge actually signed as the whole plan. So all of us have signed that, the original piece. So you have it now for your own.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
That's awesome.
We surprised you.
Yeah, it is.
And that's hard to do. And then our Yep, your own private gavel. It's all yours now.
I'll keep it for the way here. I think I'll hide it in my head. Thank you so much.
So once again, thank you so much for your service here as the mayor this past year, and we look forward to continuing to work with you. Thank you, and I'm going to turn it over to you.
Just real short, there's only one project on there that really wasn't on there that I really am real super passionate about, and that's getting Highway 99 and Highway 20 overpass into place to where we no longer have that monstrous interchange there, designed at, what is it, 30% larger than what Caltrans or something like that, just so that we avoid hitting each other. The reason they do that is so that they don't have to build the bridge, because if you get accidents and people get killed, you end up having to build overpasses. So it was a way to avoid it for a while. But not having that overpass, you know how trucks are. They back up traffic way, way back throughout the community in I-99. So that's the one thing that I really want to mention, that we are pushing for that, and it is a passion that I will continue to push for, is having a good overpass in that location. Other than that, thank you. I appreciate this, and we had a team effort here. All of you definitely did your research to make sure that anything that was brought forward from any one of us was well thought out, and we were successful in about 98% of everything we did. So that's a good record, team. So thank you. My wife, Becky, please come forward. Her favorite flowers, yellow roses, and a gift to you, and thank you so much for your... Almost 43 years. This one was a surprise. That's awesome. I try to make it that way. Okay. Now's the big time. Election of the new mayor. I will open up the nominations for mayor. So, anybody to nominate?
I'll nominate Preet Didball to the position of mayor for the city of Yuba City for a term of 1 year.
Second.
I have a motion and a second With that, I will ask for a roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Buckland,
Yes.
Councilmember Cardoza,
Yes.
Councilmember Harris,
Yes.
Councilmember Didball.
You can say it.
Well, okay. Yes.
And Mayor Cleveland.
Yes, I was wondering which one of them was going to do that hesitate thing for fun, and it was her turn. That was the only right one to do it. With that, we will change now. I will move my stuff over into your spot. The chair that isn't working tonight. Somebody keeps putting the bad chair in this there. Please take note that we have a bad chair. Okay. And then you've got door. I will change this.
Wow. Okay. All right. So what we are going to do next, before we have any further speeches, we are going to do the election of the vice mayor. So do we have a nomination?
Through the new mayor,
Yes.
I would like to nominate Councilmember Sean Harris for vice mayor.
Do we have a second?
Apparently not.
That is questionable.
I will second that nomination.
All right. Can we have a roll call vote, please?
Councilmember Cardoza,
Of course, yes.
Councilmember Cleveland,
Yes.
Councilmember Buckland,
Yes.
Councilmember Harris.
Yes.
Sure.
And Mayor Didball.
Yes.
We're not supposed to talk about things before the meeting, so it's like we're looking at each other. Which one of us are going to do the second?
So we have our new vice mayor, Sean Harris.
Match game.
Efficiency.
There we go. Nice job, Darren. Buckland over here just said, thank you, Vanna. Hey, he's the comedian here, so.
Yep.
All right. Before we go on, I'd like to ask any of the council members if they would like to say anything at this point.
Through the new mayor.
Yes.
Just a couple seconds to congratulate you for this job well done. It's been a long term getting here, and historic event. And very proud of you, very proud of our community, and looking forward to working with you.
Thank you very much.
And through the mayor.
Yes.
One of the things I'd like to say to Stan is thank you for your quality leadership through the last year, and certainly in your absence when the mayor was able to step in, or as vice mayor, Preet was able to step in and run a meeting. This city ran very, very well under your leadership. I have no doubt in the quality leadership coming forward through Preet that we will encounter even more growth, and I'm excited to be able to work as a council member on this council for the next year as you serve as mayor. So congratulations, Preet.
Thank you.
Yes, I was actually on a plane headed to Japan when you guys evacuated, because I was told it was okay, go do the Sister City Exchange. So I was hanging out in Japan trying to keep track of what was going on. You did a great job. Thank you. And I appreciate that. I have no doubts that you will do a fine job. Our first meeting, or my first time really getting to know your way of thinking, your goals, was at a conference, League of Cities conference, where the Summer at City Hall program was introduced. We both sat in on that program, and she said, "We need to do that in Yuba City." And I said, "You know what? I think you can do that. I'll back you up. You just get out there and set it up, and I'll help you out however you need." And since then, it has been a very good success, 2 years in a row, and looking for that to be a permanent program and expanding into other cities in our area to have youth from the high schools come in, shadow the city and their staff and the jobs to find out what really happens and what goes on to actually operate a city government, what it takes to get clean water to you, what it takes to get rid of your waste, and the many bookkeeping processes and taking care of parks. There are so many things that happen within a city government, and it actually has changed the lives and direction of, I know of for sure, 6 of the kids from the school where they were discouraged, and now they're in college, headed in a direction that they would have never gone unless they'd been at the Summer at City Hall. So it has been a great success already. So thank you for showing that leadership, and I expect even more out of you. Thank you.
And to the mayor. First of all, I'd like to thank Stan. I called him Mr. Mayor for a year, and I get to call him Councilman. Anyway, I want to thank you. Learned a lot from you, Stan. You helped me out, and just was great working with you as mayor for the year. And then I would like to congratulate Preet. Congratulations, and ladies and gentlemen, get ready for a wild ride.
I'm not that bad. Thank you very much. Thank you. I, first of all, just want to say, council, to all of you, thank you for electing me mayor. I am honored and grateful, absolutely grateful, to represent our city and look forward to working with each one of you and our staff to harness a better and more fruitful Yuba City for the betterment of everyone. This council, I know consistently, as we sit and we work through consistently, you do the research and you deliberate, making decisions that are in the best interest of every citizen in Yuba City. And I am very, very thrilled to continue our work together. Thank you. So I am going to try to keep myself together for this. But this is the most humbling moment of my life, to be here today, to know that I have the privilege there was only one box and they left it by my chair. It is truly a privilege to serve as your mayor. Thank you. As many of you know, my journey started 14 years ago. And I know I've said this over and over, but it is so much of who I am. When I spoke with my dad about wanting to do something in our community and wanting to be a planning commissioner, and his response was, "Why not you?" It's simple as that. These words were such words of empowerment for me to make strides and pave my own path with the ups and downs when I was told by others I couldn't because it wasn't my place as a woman. Even through our trials and tribulations, our struggles, overcoming sexual assault, Dad and Mom reinforced, "We raise you as our son. Go out, do what you want, and don't let anyone tell you different. We are with you," and they have been with me ever since. You may trip and fall, and I have many, many times, some harder than others, but each time they told me, "Get up and keep moving." My parents taught me and showed me perseverance time and time again, and to never give up. As a child of farm laborers and working in peach and prune orchards alongside them, while other kids my age were out at the movies, were going to football games, playing sports, I wasn't able to do any of that. Just like my parents who traveled to America 50 years ago, yes, I'm that old, for a better life, I wanted more as well. I continued to dream big. I pursued college. I earned my master's. I started with my bachelor's in a whole different field. And then I earned my master's in public administration with a concentration in health. And I continued to work as a civil servant for more than 19 years, primarily with the Department of Corrections and currently with the California Compensation Insurance Fund. And I am happy to say that my bosses are here. For 10 years, I also dedicated my life to our community as a planning commissioner. I devoted and committed, culminating to being elected as a council member in 2014, and today as your mayor. I promise I won't go to 3 hours. We got food. It's going to get cold. Thank you to each of you, all of you, for investing in me, supporting me over the years, standing by me, and continuing to do so. I am so forever grateful. Okay, now I gotta keep it together. To the two people who make my world turn, and without them I wouldn't be here. My amazing and beautiful mom, Gurbaksh. And where is she? Okay, there she is. I lose her every time. And my amazing and awesome daughter, Ariana. Yes, she is my munchkin, even though she's bigger than I am. Mom, you are my strength. You lift me. You give me faith because you believe. 50 years ago, you came to America for a better life. Because of you, your love, your strength, your hard work day and night in the orchards and canneries for us, so that your children can have a better life, to live easily and happily. Because of you, because of Dad, I am here. We are here. My love is always with you, and I am always with you. And so for those of you who know my mom, she does not speak English, and she may understand only a few words, so please pardon me while I give her a few words in Punjabi, please. Mom, 50 ਸਾਲ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਆ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ 'ਚ ਪਹੁੰਚਿਆ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਔਖਾ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਕੇ ਖੇਤਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਕੈਨਰੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਡੇ ਕਰਕੇ। ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਿਆਣੇ ਖੁਸ਼ ਰਹਿਣ, ਸੌਖਾ ਰਹਿਣ, ਪੜ੍ਹ ਲੈਣ ਤੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਕੰਮ ਲੱਭ ਲੈਣ। ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਮਾਮ। ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕਰਕੇ, ਡੈਡ ਕਰਕੇ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਪਿਆਰ ਕਰਕੇ, ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਤਾਕਤ, ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਮਨ ਇੰਨਾ ਜ਼ੋਰ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਕੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਸੌਖੇ ਹਾਂ, ਅਸੀਂ ਖੁਸ਼ ਹਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕਰਕੇ। ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ। ਆਈ ਲਵ ਯੂ। Ariana, yes, my munchkin. Do you believe it? You were only 4 years old when you went to your first planning commission with me. And numerous ones thereafter, whether you liked it or not. The lovely joys of being a single mom. Some you slept through. Some you led us in the Pledge of Allegiance as you did tonight. Others, I gave you the gavel, and that I'm not sure was a great idea. Needless to say, you have been a part of this entire process with me. I thank you for all the long hours, the long hard work that you spent, and you've always been my sidekick everywhere I went. And again, some places you didn't like so much, but you went anyway. Your love is undeniable. I love you, and I am so proud of you as I watched you grow as a premature baby to this beautiful young lady who is now embarking on her own journey. May God bless you, my baby girl, and bring you continuous joy and happiness. To my dad, you are here with us in spirit. Thank you for your unconditional love and support, for believing in me, for lifting me up then and now. You taught me so much, but most importantly, you taught me how to live with contribution and meaning. That's why I'm here today. Thank you, Dad, for your wisdom and insight. I forever love you. All right. And I carry him with me. And he's in my day planner. And to our Sikh community, who I see so many of you here, I thank you. I am so very honored and humbled by the outpour of support, love, and kindness, not only from our Yuba City community, but worldwide. Your support is the foundation of our growth and awareness. My parents taught me so much about our beautiful history and our cultural customs. And as a young girl, and to this day, the Sikh parade, our Nagar Kirtan, is a time we all embrace with pride, and we welcome everyone to join in with the festivities. Once again, I am grateful to our entire Sikh community. Thank you. Okay. I'm getting there. Yeah. Okay. I want to give special thanks to former mayors Ron Southard, who couldn't be here tonight, and Karen Cardacelli, there you are, as well as Board of Supervisor Larry Munger, way in the corner there, who have over the years been my mentors for 14 years when I started my journey as a planning commissioner. Thank you so much for the continuous support. 14 years is a long time, and I probably put you through quite a bit. Lots of my why questions, but I appreciate it every single time for your support and being there. Thank you. Thank you. I also want to give special thanks to Senator Nielsen, Assemblymember Gallagher, and Congressman Garamendi and their amazing staff. And I think I see Laura back there, and I see Colin back there, for your amazing continuous support that you've provided me. In particular, your involvement with the Summer at City Hall program. I championed 2 years ago as council member. I was going to say mayor again. See, we got to change our terms now. Council member Cleveland had indicated, I appreciate the opportunities that the students are afforded to work in your offices once they complete the program. I know some of them have been extremely excited, so thank you so much. You've opened the eyes and let them continue with a passion of their own. And to all of our city staff, thank you for all the work that you do. It does not go unnoticed. I appreciate it. We all appreciate it. And the community appreciates it. You are the ones that are making this place run. So thank you so very much. Last but not least, to my dearest friends, some of you for over 20 years of friendship, lean on. Oh, we've had our tears and we've had our joys. I wouldn't be here without that support that you gave me. Your love and support has been profound and truly heartfelt. I see some of you sitting outside there. I see Tracy just smiling ear to ear. Love you. Tracy and I went to Davis together. That was a long time ago. And I see Carrie and Dee Dee, and I see Shannon and Raji and Kapila. Oh my God. If I start naming everybody, I'm going to miss somebody, and I don't want to get anybody mad at me. But you know who you are. I love you. Thank you. So 3 years ago, I promised to focus on public safety, infrastructure, and our youth and families. And that's exactly what I've done over these last years. Last year, I initiated and piloted a single-day consolidated hiring process with our Yuba City Police Department. During the next year, I will continue my efforts to improve the hiring process, establish efficiencies, and streamlining processes. 2 years ago, I championed the Summer at City Hall program, which is a 3-week program for students through the Unified School District, Yuba City Unified School District high schools who spend about 100 hours in our city facilities. And that includes our water and sewer. Not all of them are happy to go to that one, but they learn something different. Our police and fire, who they love to go and job shadow, and our admin offices, and that includes our budgeting, our human resources, our planning department, our parks and rec, everything behind the scenes. They get to learn and encompass what it takes to have a job in government and how our city runs and functions. And they basically are introduced to civic engagement. And their final project is actually they hold a mock city council meeting right here, and they actually do a mock election process and elect their council members, and they run through the entire research project. And it is open to public, so I hope this coming year some of you will attend. 29 students have successfully completed the program. During the next year, my goal is to continue the program's civic engagement connections, not only with the Yuba City students, but also with our surrounding regional schools. We as a council will continue to build on our council accomplishments and follow through with the commitments that we have with you to enhance the quality of life for our entire community. We will continue to progress with the 5th Street Bridge Replacement Project and the Bridge Street widening as we strive to make infrastructure improvements. Other priorities that I have and I will stay vigilant with are the ordinances to regulate marijuana. I will also draw from my roots as a planning commissioner to prioritize infrastructure and development with a key focus on the infill opportunities. Over the years, I have spent countless hours over lots and lots of coffee with many of you getting your thoughts and opinions. I have held community health forums for open public participation on topics that are of concern for all of us as a community. I believe it is important to set our differences aside and let go of the status quo. Let's welcome the differences as a way to grow and learn from one another. And let's have thoughtful opinions and have openness to listen, define, and follow through. I look forward to our continuous efforts together to make Yuba City even better and brighter. In closing, I want to say thank you to all of the citizens of our city for the privilege and honor to serve you as your mayor. With utmost respect and honor, I thank you. That's it.
Pound the gavel. Pound the gavel.
So, that is the end of our ceremony for tonight. So I am going to, actually for the first time, close our meeting. And please, please, there's a reception outside. I welcome everyone to join us with some food, some Indian tea, and some cake, and just social. So thank you again for everyone for being here, and appreciate it very much. Meeting adjourned.